Okay, so 2.5 problem solving. We have a couple different strategies to help with problem solving. The first one is to draw a picture if possible, especially if it's talking about a shape or a different scenario like that makes a shape. I would draw a picture. Translate words into the equation. A lot of times I'll do this as I read the equation, like in the space between the sentences, I'll write like a plus sign or an equal sign when I see those key words that we talked about in Unit 1. You'll solve and then you'll interpret to make sure you're answering the question, not just finding a number, and check your answer. Okay? Ooh. So, let's see. We're just going to do some examples. That's just kind of how this lesson is made up. So, number 1 says twice a number added to 7 is the same as 3 subtracted from the number. Find the number. Okay? So, usually something I do when I am reading a word problem is I'll read it twice. I'll read it once all the way through. And then I go back through and I say, okay, twice a number, what would that look like in an equation? 2x, okay? 2 times x. And then it says added to 7. So what would that look like? Plus 7. Is the same as, what would that be? Equals 3 subtracted from the number. Good. X minus 3. It's weird, but it's, yeah, subtracted from. So 3 subtracted from the number, meaning the number needs to be first for us to take 3 away, versus a number subtracted from 3 would be 3 minus x. Yeah. Find the number. So we've got an equation. So let's rewrite it down here. 2x plus 7 equals x minus 3. And this one is a multi-step equation. So let's try to get all the x's on the left side. So what will I do first?
Add or subtract it.
Subtract 1x, which gives me x plus 7 equals negative 3. And then what will I do? Subtract 7. Now they're both negative, so does it get more negative? Yes, and we add them, right? X equals negative 10.
So do you want to get the...
Number 2 says, balsa wood sticks are commonly used for building models. A 48-inch balsa wood stick is to be cut into 2 pieces that are longer than that, so that the longer piece is 3 times the shorter. Find the length of each piece. So this is weird, right? So what I would do is I would draw my sticks. So I've got some sticks. I have one stick here, and then I have another stick that's longer because they're not the same length, right? So there are my sticks.
I'm so sorry.
You're so fine. And then it says, a 48-inch balsa wood stick is to be cut into 2 pieces. So how long is both pieces combined? 48 inches. We had 48 inches worth of wood that we cut into 2 pieces. We cut them into 2 pieces so that the longer piece is 3 times the shorter piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the shorter piece x and the longer piece what?
Why?
Think about it this way. If the shorter piece is x, x3, 3x. The longer piece is 3 times the shorter piece. So we have to kind of establish a variable at the beginning so that we can use that sentence that so the longer piece is 3 times. And since the longer piece is 3 times the shorter piece, that means the shorter piece is almost like the original, like it doesn't have anything wrong with it yet. It hasn't changed. So it's x. And then the 3x goes with the longer piece because it's 3 times longer. Does that make sense? Kind of, sort of. Okay, and so it says find the length of each piece. Am I going to multiply these 2 pieces together to get 48? What am I going to do? Add. I'm going to do x plus 3x equals 48. So what do I get when I combine like terms? 4x equals 48. And then what? Divide by 4. And so x equals what? 12. So x equals 12. We could stop there, but let's take a moment to like interpret and see what it wanted. It wanted us to find the length of each piece. So I'm going to say the shorter piece is 12 inches. Would you agree? Yeah. And the longer piece is what? 12 times 3. It's 3 times longer. So it's 36 inches. And we could check that by adding together 12 and 36 and making sure we get back to the 48, which we do. Okay? Number 3 says, in a recent year, the U.S. House of Representatives had a total of 435 Democrats and Republicans. So altogether, 435 representatives. There were 31 more Democratic representatives than Republican representatives. Find the number of representatives for each party. Okay, so we have Democrats and Republicans. I'm going to use two variables. I'm going to use D and R. Okay? So the Democrats plus the Republicans equals 435. Would y'all agree? Okay, great. And then it says there were 31 more Democratic representatives than Republican representatives. So we're adding to the Republicans to get to the Democrats. Would y'all agree? So the Democrats are 31 more than the Republicans. Does that seem right to y'all? Yeah? Now, we have two equations here, but this first equation has a D variable. Would you agree? And the second equation says that D is equal to 31R. So what we can do is we can actually plug that in instead of D, because D is 31 plus R. So we can have 31 plus R equals 435.
Why is there two R's?
Because there was an R here, and then there's the original R. Yeah?
So if you don't get the second formula right, then you can't.
Yes. So now that I'm here, what am I going to do? Combine the R's to make what?
2R.
So I have 31 plus 2R equals 435. Now what?
Subtract 31.
Subtract 31. And then what? Which is? Okay. Now, R equals 202. Let's go back and interpret. It says find the number of representatives from each party. Well, the Republicans are 202. The Democrats are 31 more than the Republicans. So 31 more than 202. Does that make sense? So how many Democrats are there? 233. So I've got 202 for the Republicans, 233 for the Democrats. If two walls in the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. were connected, an isosceles triangle would be formed. What that's meaning is in this picture, here, let me make my thing bigger. We've got these two walls here and here. Yeah? Do y'all see them? And if they were connected, we'd have an isosceles triangle, which means, do y'all know about isosceles triangles?
It's 180. There's two sides that are.
It is 180, but there are two sides that are equal. So these two sides are equal to each other. Okay? That also means that, and this is kind of like a geometry thing, but the two angles across are equal to each other. So these two bottom angles, or top angles, it's kind of like an upside down triangle. The two top angles are equal, okay? And so it says the measure of the third angle is 95 degrees more than the measures of either of the two equal angles. So if I was to like redraw this, this angle, so these two angles are equal. They're the same. And this top angle is 97.5 more than those two. What can I make those two? Can I make them a variable?
Wait, so that the bottom angle is 97.5.
More than the other two. So if I make the other two angles x, they're both the same, so they can both be x. Does that make sense? Because if x was 15, they'd both be 15. That's fine, okay? And so the two equal angles are x. The third angle is 97.5 degrees more than the two equal angles, so more than x, okay? And we established that triangles have 180 degrees. So we're going to add up all of these, x plus 97.5 plus x equals 180 degrees. Because there's one for each angle. And then this top angle, it said it was 97.5 degrees more than the measure of either angle. So we had to have that angle to add the 97 to. So that's where that other x came from. That's a good question. So we have three x's, right? So we can make this 3x plus 97.5 equals 180. And then what? Subtract 97.5. What would that be, like 7, 9, 10? 5, 2, wait. Oh, 17. Yeah, 82.5. Good. So 3x equals 82.5. And then, why are y'all guys getting out your calculators? I know how to do it. Maybe, right? 6, 2, 6, 2, 2, 7, 2. Oh, that's not right. No, 2. No, 7 is right. That should be 21. 1. Yeah, 5. 27.5. X equals 27.5. Look at me doing division, killing it. Yeah, you're right. So I just boxed it. I was like, oh, I'm done. But I need to go back and decide what it was asking me.
Could I call it the 97.5 y?
No. No, so it says find the measure of the third angle. We just want the measure of the third angle. So we're just giving one answer, so we'll just find it and box it.
So why are we doing the 97.5 again?
So we found x. X is these angles.
Right.
We want this angle, so we need to use the 97.5 to add to it.
But how would that be the final answer?
Because it just wanted the third angle.
So what is 97.5? Like, what does that mean?
It's from this sentence that says 97.5 more than the measure of either of the two angles.
Okay.
Yeah? Got it?
Basically, we would have had two answers, but it's just asking.
It's only asking for one, though. So we're going to do 97.5 plus 27.5. 125?
Wait. Because 10 carry the 1.
Oh, you right. You so right. Look, I carried the one all the way over. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You did that too? What I did?
The answer is 25.
9, 10, 11, 12. So 125? 125.
I did the math myself too.
Good job. All right, last one. It says some states have a single area code for the entire state. 2 such states have area codes that are consecutive odd integers. If the sum of these integers is 1,208, find the 2 area codes. Okay? So, this is tricky stuff. So, area codes meaning like our zip code. Okay? No, actually, that's a lie. Area codes meaning the 3 digits at the beginning of your phone number. So, like, I have 214. Some of you might have like 972 or 469 or something like that. So there's a bunch of different ones for this general area. If you're from a different state, you might have a totally different area code, right? What do you have? 013? 713? 657?
Where are you from?
Does anyone else have anything that's not from here? 804. I've heard 603 is like somewhere semi close to here.
Parents have 615.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's what the area code is. So it says that 2 such states have area codes that are consecutive odd integers. Consecutive odd integers. So what does consecutive mean?
Keeps going.
No. Good guess though. In a row. I like to say one after another. I'm also going to add, though, in a row. So, like, 2 and 3 are consecutive. 4 and 5 are consecutive. 17 and 18 are consecutive. But it's saying that they're consecutive odd integers, so that means they're odd numbers. So it'd be like 5 and 7. 21 and 23. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Like 3, 5, 7.
Exactly. And so those are the kind of numbers that we're getting. So for consecutive odd integers, if the first integer is x, we need to figure out what the second integer would be. Okay? So how we do this is I like to pick a number like I was just doing. So if I pick the number 5, what is the next consecutive odd integer? How do I get from 5 to 7? Skip a number. In math terms, you add 2. Okay? So we take x and we add 2 to it. Okay? So there's our equation, our expressions. And then the next sentence says the sum of these 2 integers is 1208. So what does sum mean? Addition. And then is 1208. Look at that. We've got an equation. We've got x plus, x plus 2 equals 1208. Are we following me, though? These are hard questions.
Do we just ignore the denominators?
Those weren't denominators. That was me picking a number.
So it's basically just helping you realize it's x plus
Uh-huh. I will take away my denominators because I can see them being denominators. Are you good, Lily?
I'm great.
Okay. So now I have an equation. I can just solve it, right?
I know how to do it.
You know how to do it? Do it. What do I do?
So basically you're going to distribute. In front of
Because they were in parentheses? Okay, but it's a plus sign, so does it change anything?
It's a 1. So no, it just gets it out of the parentheses.
Okay.
And then you're going to combine like terms. So x plus x is 2x. And then you have 2x plus 2. Plus 2 equals 1208. And then subtract the 2. Subtract the 2. 2. X equals 1206. And now divided by 2 is 600. I just did that.
I do like the 12 divided by 2 is 6, 0, and then 3. Yeah. I'm very proud of you. That was fantastic. Let's all give Lily a round of applause.
Wait, is that the end?
Good job.
We're divided by 2 now. 600.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, look at me. I'm being a bad teacher. You're so right. There's more because the last step of problem solving is to interpret what it's asking me. What's it asking me?
It's to find the 2 area
To find the 2 area codes. We're not going to divide by 2.
Then you do 6
Oh.
plus y equals.
We are going to divide by 2. We are going to divide. No, we are not going to divide by 2. No. No. Listen. The first integer was x. The second integer was x plus 2.
So basically,
The first area code was x. The second area code was x plus 2. X is 603. So x is 603. But what is x plus 2 for the other area code?
5.
That's my final answer. Good catch.